Back on the Anglers Extra pregame show from Lowell Park, I'm Drew Carter. Time for Catch of the Day, joined now by Chatham outfielder Kyle Baker. Kyle, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing pretty well, thank you. Kyle, you got here just recently. You got in the lineup a couple of days ago. How'd it feel to get your first taste of the Cape League?
Felt awesome. I was expecting to come out here today and get the start, like Coach said, but just to get my feet wet a little late in Friday night's game felt awesome. So now I'm ready to go. Feel more comfortable coming into tonight's game.
What are your initial impressions of Cape League pitching?
It's definitely no joke. I mean, everybody's good. Everybody's got good 3 to 4 pitches, I would say. So you can't just sit on one pitch. You got to be ready for anything, and you got to have your timing down and have a good swing. So you got to be on top of your game, that's for sure.
What are some of your goals for the summer, personal improvement-wise?
Going into the summer, I mean, I actually had a tough spring. I was hurt most of the time. So going into the summer, the plan was just to get healthy and to be ready for the fall. And so I was able to do PT a lot this summer, and I got a little ahead of schedule. And then my coach actually called me about a week ago and said, because I told him that I was healthy, and so he said, hey, if you want to go up to the Cape, and I was like, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a great opportunity. I feel great physically, so I mean, it's just a great opportunity. I'm happy to be here.
You were actually dealing with multiple injuries throughout the season, right?
Yeah, started with the hamstring, and then I had the hamstring a few times. That was always kind of a problem. But then I had hurt my shoulder for a little bit in the middle of the season that kept me out for a couple of weeks. And then at the end, I hurt my quad, and so it was best to just shut it down, which stunk because we went pretty far in playoffs, and so I couldn't play for the playoffs. But it was still awesome to be a part of that, winning the conference and everything, going to Texas Tech. I mean, that was a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
You guys win the Colonial Athletic Conference, go to the tournament for the first time since pretty much the turn of the century.
Yeah.
How'd that feel to be a part of it?
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, we made history at Delaware, won the CAA for the first time since we joined the conference, so it's definitely something that it goes out to all of our alumni that helped build the foundation in Delaware, and we're just looking to keep on building on it in the future.
One of your teammates from Delaware, Nick Patton, is here with the Anglers. What's your relationship like with him?
Oh, we're good buddies. He was my roommate at school this past year. We do everything, pretty much everything together. We hang out, we hit before the games. We pride ourselves on hard work, so we definitely hang out a lot. He's a good guy.
Now, I'm curious, how did he get that surfer persona being from outside of Pittsburgh?
You know, I have no idea. I guess that's the kind of kid that he is. Like I just told you, seems like he would be kind of kid from California with the long hair, but yeah, he's just a kid from Pittsburgh. He's a cool guy, and he went down to IMG for a year in Florida, so maybe that did it a little bit, but yeah, he's a cool guy.
Now, you're from Hockessin, Delaware.
Hockessin,
Delaware.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the worst mispronunciation you've ever heard of your hometown?
Normally it's Hockessin, but how you just said it there was pretty bad too. I've never heard that.
I'm still learning, man. I'm still learning. What's your hometown like?
It's not bad. It's a nice place. There's not much to do in northern Delaware, but we still find stuff to do. A lot of good friends from there. The beaches down south are awesome. That's what Delaware is kind of known for. A lot of people like to go to the beach, but I like Hockessin. It's awesome.
Was it always University of Delaware for you?
Yes, pretty much. Both my parents went there. My dad played football there. My mom went there too, and a lot of my Delaware reached out really early in my high school career. And I figured, I mean, it's just the best of both worlds. I get to stay home, get a good education, and play for a good baseball program. So it's the best of both worlds for me.
And the head coach, Jim Sherman, is a guy we had the chance to talk to earlier on in this season. He's the man. What's your relationship like with him?
He's awesome. Yeah, we're really close. I love Coach Sherman, and he's given me a lot of great opportunities, including coming up here to the Cape Cod League. So I can't thank him enough for everything that he does for me and my teammates, and just giving us a good opportunity to win a lot of games, which we've done since I've been at Delaware. So he's a great coach and a great guy.
Now, last summer you were playing in the Cal Ripken League down in Virginia. Initial impressions of the Cape League, what's it different from the Cal Ripken League?
A lot more scouts. Yeah, it's awesome because the scouts come out here like just to watch BP, and they get out here really early. So that's definitely different. The competition's a step up for sure. Other than that, I mean, it's just baseball, and that's what I try to tell myself. I mean, I just try not to get too psyched out. It was the same thing going into my first game as a freshman at the University of Delaware. Like, everybody just tells you it's just baseball, so just go out and play. But, I mean, the location's a little different, too. Being on Cape Cod is awesome. So, I mean, there's a lot more to do up here as well.
Now, last one for you. In the starting lineup for the first time this summer, what are you going to be thinking when you go up to the plate for the first time?
I'm just going to try to do my thing. Have a good approach. We have a lefty on the hill, I believe. So try to stay inside the ball. find my way on base and try to help the team win tonight. We got to get back on track.
All right, Kyle, good luck.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Kyle Baker, our catch of the day today. Today, Chatham in Cotuit taking on the Kettleers. Now back to more Max Hers with the Anglers Extra pregame show.